Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. So for today's pick a card reading, it is the 12/12 portal and it's a new moon, and I thought that I would do a reading about your path forward in your connection and see what's coming after this 12/12 portal. So I'm going to keep it brief. I'm going to keep the intro brief. We're going to get into it. The sun is setting. So anyway, pile one, we have the Phantom Wise Tarot and this piece of jade. For pile number two, we have the Tarot of the Divine and this clear quartz. And for pile number three, this is the Orion's, I believe, Orion's Animal Tarot. And lapis lazuli. That makes me happy, lazuli. Anyway, I hope you guys are all well, and I'm excited to get into this reading. And yeah, I don't mean to keep it brief, but I'm just excited to get into it. So I'll see you at your pile. Hello, pile one. If you chose the Phantom Wise Tarot and this green jade, it's jade. This is going to be your reading. So I wanted to look at, it is the 12/12 portal. It's a new moon. It's a great time for manifestations. So I wanted to look at your path forward. Most of you are here for love, and you know, I am a love reader, so your path forward in love. And yeah, we're going to have a look at your current situation, obstacles, advice, potential opportunities, and the outcome. So yeah, I do have oracle cards, so we'll talk a bit about those first. So for your oracle cards, we have Enchanted Moonlight, and we have Voyage, we have Transformation, 8, Strength, and we have Cross the Bridge of Happiness. It leads you over the depths of your emotions, plural. 42 equals 6. For some of you, I'm hearing, for some reason, I'm hearing Emperor energy, High Priestess energy. Maybe this is someone you had to be really patient for. But yeah, before we get into it, I do want to get tarot. Stay. I mean, already it looks beautiful. It looks like there's some kind of change happening. Especially with that Cross the Bridge of Happiness. So yeah, let's have a look at what's going on here. Well, right away on the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. So someone, 2 of Wands, someone could be coming towards you. Yeah, it's interesting because this could be someone new coming towards you, or it could be someone from your past coming towards you, depending on your situation. But we're going to have a look. The 2 of Wands, the 7 of Wands. It's possible that whoever you were dealing with, I think it's obviously someone you know. I think that the person who you were dealing with was being defensive about something they needed to change. I almost hear like they burned the bridges, because we have this Cross the Bridge of Happiness card. And I feel like it's possible that they were very defensive. It could have been you. Take it as it resonates. But someone was defensive here, and I feel some bridges were burned. This is, you know, someone who's being defensive about something they have to change, or a pattern they have to look at, or if you're familiar with counterpart energy, twin flame energy, it's someone who is unwilling to look in the mirror. We have the 2 of Pentacles. Interesting. So anyway, we have the King of Pentacles here. Very interesting. What else is new? Ah. So that enchanted card talks about, we have death. So it's interesting that we have death and we have transformation. I do feel like there was an ending where the bridges were burned, and perhaps this person had to change their approach with that Two of Wands. Perhaps there was something they were doing, a pattern they kept repeating, a behavior, a mistake, and maybe they were unwilling to look at it. And it's interesting because I feel like I said, perhaps they burned that bridge, or they thought they burned that bridge. We do have Lover's energy, so I do feel like it could be a connection that you resonate with the Lovers. Energetic pull towards each other. With the 8, strength, right? And with that transformation card, it makes me think of a connection that's meant to transform you. And we see this, we see her holding that pearl. And the reading I did yesterday had the oyster. And nobody corrected me, I don't think. But from what I understand, the pearl is created by irritation, by I don't want to say it because I'm not sure what it is, but it's formed by irritation. And so this could have been a connection that was irritating or was really frustrating, really challenging. It's weird, my headphones are clicking. I've been watching too many spy movies. I'm like, is someone listening? Anyway, it's interesting. I was trying to get to it because we see this bridge being built. And like I said, I feel like perhaps someone burned that bridge at one point and now they're changing their approach. Like, this is someone who's changing their approach. This whale is not swimming, they're flying. Anyway, this is very symbolic of forward movement, of possibly traveling, so you guys could live at a distance from each other. This enchanted card, talks about how everything is about to change. Everything is about to, I think it said velvety. I'm going to read it to you. But anyway, it was a card about how things are about to really improve, really transform. So it's interesting that we have the death card here. Anyway, I said I wasn't going to talk until I got the tarot. I'm such a liar. We have the Six of Swords. Very nice. Moving forward into calmer waters. Look at that calm water. Look at that calm water. That bridge is flowing over calm water. Reconnecting after a disconnect. Moving on from the past. We do have Ace of Swords, clarity, communication, truth. Very, very beautiful. What? Look, it's the Four of Wands. Oh my goodness. And the King of Cups. It's really interesting because I am getting this kind of counterpart energy because I've seen 3 kings. And to me, that's very symbolic of someone who's been working on all of their elements, someone who's been working on embodying the King of Cups, someone who's been working on embodying the King of Wands. Just like feminines who go through the energies of the queens. Doesn't matter the gender, you're all amazing. Anyway, oh my goodness gracious. Ah! The High Priestess just came out, and I said, Emperor, High Priestess. So this could be a connection that you've had to be very patient for. You could be highly intuitive and have this intuitive connection with this person. Anyway, we have the Nine of Pentacles, so I feel like this is a connection that's helped you transform into this, you know, that's the mini Empress. The Nine of Pentacles, that's someone who's self-empowered, I think is the right term, but someone who's improved their life, is confident, stable. Anyway, this is beautiful. So look, it looks like a party in here. Can I come? Look, we have the King of Cups with streamers, could be New Year's. And we have this beautiful wedding cake. Four of Wands, 1111. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. This is beautiful. Now, before I begin, I want to read to you this card. I should probably plug in my electronics. There we go. So we have Moonlight, High Priestess energy, feminine energy, magical. Doesn't matter your gender. Why can't I work books? Moonlit. It's moonlight. I have to go back. Oh my goodness. There it is. Oh my goodness. Trust the process. Get in touch with your inner child. Believe it. Achieve it. Oh my gosh, it's on page 69. To me, it's very symbolic of counterparts 69. Anyway, mirroring, lover's energy, and then that 9 energy where you're meant to grow into the highest version of yourself. There's something magical and enchanted about the moonlight. Whatever it touches turns a beautiful, beautiful, creamy silver. Oh, see, it was not velvety, it was creamy silver. Something is doing this in your life or is about to. Life is all about cycles, as is astrology and moonology. Right now, you're about to move into a more enchanted time and cycle in your life, if you believe. Whatever you're wishing for can come true because you're starting to believe again, perhaps after a rough time. This card reminds you to focus on the good while you process the difficult. If you can't yet feel the magic in your life, take support from a daily practice of just breathing out, with the intention of breathing out stress through cleansing breaths. It might be dark now, but there is moonlight at the end of the tunnel, so keep the faith and see the world through kind eyes. If you affirm that something is too good to be true, you might make it so. Instead, believe that life can be magical for you, and it can be. So you could be someone who's losing hope. And I always tell people, you know, if you have the mindset that it's not going to happen and you start to lose hope, that creates resistance. It does. And anyway, I tell people, when something that your intuition has been telling you is going to happen, and it finally happens, take that moment to trust and appreciate that you were right all along, that your intuition was right all along, because what your intuition is telling you is going to happen is going to happen. You know, maybe you can't see that bridge that's being built there, but it's there. It's coming. This transformation is coming. This whale is coming. I don't know why I laughed at that. I guess I think I'm funny. Not really, but it can be funny in my head. So we have voyage here. So again, you could be taking a trip. You could be traveling. This also makes me think of someone coming towards you. So it says, get ready, you're about to embark on a journey. So something is coming. This card talks about the fact that you are protected. I love how the moon is there too. Anyway, let's get you some tarot. So we have 4 of Wands on the bottom. Oh my goodness. All right. You know what? Why don't we look, before I get that, I'm being told to look at this one. So I'm going to listen. Oh my goodness. It's the last. No, it's the second last card. Second last card in the deck. Book, whatever. The bridge to happiness is your wisdom. It leads across the depths, the clouded waters of your emotions. A bridge of happiness provides the chance to acknowledge your emotions and yet at the same time to be sufficiently distant from them, to always remain present and centered in yourself. However, it also allows you enough proximity so that you never stop learning. The bridge of happiness is also a natural path, neither cold nor warm, neither rigid nor fragile, and yet it offers secure footing. Only the wise may cross the bridge of happiness, as those who believe that earthly riches await them on the other side. What? Only the wise may cross a bridge of happiness, as those who believe that earthly riches await them on the other side are still far from reaching the bridge, far from attaining maturity and wisdom. Ah, I get it. On the other side of the bridge is a desire that has been fulfilled, love, security, or divine order. It is here that the wise among us will find silence, find themselves, find God. You have drawn this card because you have now reached such a bridge. It is time to cross it and reap its rewards. Like I said, when this comes in, could you just please say, oh yes, my intuition was always right. I wasn't crazy. Please, for me. I told you so. Let go of your illusions, all of your constricting thoughts about happiness and prosperity that limit you and hold you back. The way across the bridge is a path of meditation, and every step will be a step of gratitude. You have drawn this card because you are standing at such a bridge. The path you have traveled may have been difficult, and things may not always have been good, but your spiritual companions were there with you. They looked after you and guided you here. But they will now withdraw a little. Oh no, I felt a little panic. I felt a little panic in pile 1. No, don't leave me. An arduous path may lie behind you, or times that were not always rosy, but your spiritual companions were there. They have been looking after you. Oh no, I didn't reread that. It says that again. They have been looking after you and now guided you here. At this point, they are withdrawing a little. You have often been here before and yet have not acted wisely, so the bridge of happiness has simply dissolved and vanished into thin air. But now you have this card. It is an indication that no one can cross the bridge of happiness alone, since true happiness is a light that always resonates between at least 2 beings. Oh my goodness, I just see you walking hand in hand across the bridge. 4 of Wands, let's go get our wedding cake. I am giddy. Oh my goodness. So, your helpers for the next 21 days, so signs you may see, a dragon, clear quartz, number 6. Anyway, so it could be that at one point you were ready to cross that bridge, but perhaps you still had healing to do, or your person had healing to do. And like that card said, it dissolved right in front of your eyes, but now you're ready. You're ready to go home. I'm seriously, guys, what's going on here? 4 of Wands. I'm very giddy. I just want to... I just wanted to read this one little snippet to you about this card. The past is behind you. Everything is changing. It's time to launch a new cycle. So there's a new cycle coming. All right, let's get into it. So we're going to look at the current energy surrounding your situation. What is the current energy surrounding your situation? Oh, we got 2 cards. Oh my gosh! We have the King of Pentacles. We have somebody coming in. Oh my gosh. I was just going to say, knock, knock, is anybody home? Look! Guys, if you may already be moving forward with this person, to be honest. This is absolutely beautiful. So we have the 10 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. Oh my gosh. And we have this King of Pentacles wanting to offer this 10 of Cups. It's interesting because this card talked about how this is either happening or about to happen. Anyway, that's beautiful. That's about reconnecting. That's about moving forward. The fact that we have the 10 of Cups here makes me think that some of you are already talking. Anyway, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. This is my favorite part of the day. All right, let's go. What's the next one? We're going to look at what the challenge is here moving forward, on your path here moving forward. So what is the challenge or obstacle that you're facing? What is the challenge or obstacle that you're facing? The 10 of Swords is interesting because I feel like this is saying that you've been hurt by this person. There's been endings here. I really do feel like this is a connection where perhaps, you know, I feel like at times when it ended, it was harsh. I feel like the bridge was burned. Sometimes I feel like maybe you showed up at the bridge to cross it, but they didn't, and vice versa. It does. The 10 of Swords also talks about holding on to pain from the past. So fear that history could repeat itself or this person could treat you the same. You know, this card talked about positive thinking, and it is really important for your manifestations. If you complain all the time and worry all the time, I've been there, I've been that person. I grew up all my life that person. If you always fear for the worst and always, you know, negative mindset, it does manifest into reality. So positive thinking is key. And I know that sounds like a bunch of baloney, but it isn't. It isn't. Positive thinking does help your manifestations, and anybody who has manifested things they want or whatever will tell you that. Anyway, we do have the 6 of Wands here, so I feel like Spirit's saying don't let pains of the past get in the way of this 6 of Wands energy of being appreciated and loved. It could be that in the past, this person didn't make you feel appreciated and loved, and you could be worrying about that moving forward. And Spirit's saying, you know, try not to, the reason you're worrying about it is because it happened in the past. And you need to trust going forward. Spirit's saying to let that go. Now, if this person never apologized and just wants to kind of come in and sweep everything under the rug, then absolutely not. But if they've acknowledged it and they're trying to fix it, You know, Spirit's saying don't let the fear that it may happen again hold you back, is what I'm hearing. 5 of Wands, conflict. It will create blockages. It could be that right now you could be talking and maybe you don't feel appreciated because you're being triggered. Because perhaps this person is repeating cycles, or perhaps you're just feeling, you know, very aware of how they're treating you. And I want to say, if this is about someone coming back, which it does sound like, it does take time to rebuild trust. It does. So just take it slow. I just noticed my phone may hit me on my head if it falls out of the thing. I'll fix it in a minute. Anyway, I feel like there was a lot of possibly feeling neglected in the past, and there was possibly a lot of fighting in the past, and Spirit's saying fear of that happening again, or bringing those past things up, especially if bringing those past things up if you've already, you know, talked about them and moved forward, will block this connection. Anyway, that's what I'm seeing. Fear, possible lack of healing. And that doesn't have to be you. That can be, you know, that can be your person. Okay, I want to get advice for this. How to navigate oh, interesting. So, your advice is to communicate. This advice card is about, you know, the reading in the whole or whatever. But this is also about advice around this 10 of Swords. And this 10 of Swords, like I said, it is about fear of being hurt again. And Spirit's saying, you know, communicating with this person about those things. Like I said, it's not okay to just sweep it under the rug and pretend it never happened. You do have to talk about it. The 8 of Wands shows communication. You know, Spirit's saying communicate with this person about what still needs to be healed or what you're healing. And I believe communicating about what you're scared of would be very helpful here with the 8 of Wands. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Star, and the Star is about remaining hopeful and positive. It is about healing, but I feel like Spirit's saying moving forward, you need to keep a positive mindset, because it really is important to keep that positive mindset, to believe that it's coming. We have the Chariot. It is coming. You have two cards. You have the 2 fastest cards in the deck. This is coming, or it's already here. And Spirit's saying, you know, get on that Chariot if you want to be on the Chariot. Get on the Chariot. Keep hope alive. Keep, you know, believing that this is coming. Anyway, for those of you who aren't in communication, this is a very positive sign here that you will have communication. But I also feel, as far as advice for this 10 of Swords energy, it is about, you know, communicating with your person how you've changed, the things. There needs to be a conversation where you release things here with the Star. We see that, you know, pouring those out. That also reminds me of Temperance. Very interesting. Oh, hello, Devil. Devil's about fear. Don't let your fear hold the balloon back. Don't let that person hold that balloon back. See? Don't let them hold it back. Let go. All right, I want to see what is the potential possibilities that lie ahead for you with this connection. Oh my goodness, we have the moon. So the moon is very interesting because the moon is about healing. It's about your intuition. Oh my gosh, look at that. Tell me that's not, look at that. That's amazing. This is, I would call that an archway. Archways are a symbol of a new direction. So that's very interesting. I do feel like Spirit's saying this connection takes a new direction. Oh, I just made a little rhyme. This connection takes a new direction. Anyway, arches symbolize a new direction. So, and I kept feeling that this person has changed their approach. Anyway, very, very beautiful energy. This is also divine feminine energy. So I feel like I brought up that intuition thing for a reason. When this person comes back in, remember, I feel like you're going to feel it when they come back in. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, my intuition was right. Or when this moves forward, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I wasn't delusional. Anyway, I feel like you're going to level up in your intuition is what I'm seeing, especially with that Enchanted card. And the more you listen to your intuition and the more you trust in your intuition, the easier it is to not listen to your ego and not live in fear and actually manifest things more easily with less resistance. I'm just looking at I want to get one more. I was just looking at the next question, but I just want to get one more. Potential opportunities. We have the King of Swords. So this is what I mean when I said this person is changing their approach. This is someone who's coming in with the truth. This is someone who's coming in with honesty. Perhaps in the past, this person was unwilling to admit their mistakes or their whatever that pattern was that they kept repeating. Perhaps they, we did see that defensiveness. So perhaps they were very unwilling to take accountability. But this is someone who soared down. They're coming in. They don't want to fight. This is someone who's taking accountability. We have the Hermit and the Eight of Wands. So for a lot of you, this is someone coming out of hermit mode. We see that's supposed to be the Star. And again, not giving up hope here and realizing healing takes time. Again, you wouldn't believe the amount, the Star. You wouldn't believe the amount of comments I get from people that say, oh my gosh, like, they reached out. You said they would. They reached out. And that's your time to pat your intuition on the back and grow it. It's, it's a muscle. Work it. I want to see the outcome of this pass. I mean, we started with the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands. Okay, so we have the Star and the Chariot and the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So we do have as your outcome, this shows that you have your wish fulfillment, that this moves forward, or that if you haven't heard from this person, that they come forward towards you. We do have the Seven of Wands, which, when it came up in the deck earlier with the other cards it came up with, it symbolized, or the energy it was giving was defensiveness. But with these two cards, I'm hearing, You know, first of all, I don't feel like this person is coming from such a defensive place anymore. And the Seven of Wands is also about fighting for romance. It's about, you know, I'm sure you guys know what it feels like to have someone in your life, a connection in your life that doesn't make any sense to anyone else but you because it's a spiritual connection. And on your darkest days, when you go for support, people don't understand. It could be someone that if you were to say like, oh, this person popped back into my life and we're going to explore things again, it could be that you have all of these outside opinions saying, what, are you crazy? And you're saying, yeah, I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight for this. This is worth defending. This is, you know, this is a connection worth fighting for. And I feel like ultimately that's why your person has changed and is coming back or has already come back. For some of you, I already feel like you're talking to them because we started off with the 10 of Cups. So, and yeah, we have the Knight of Cups on the bottom and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is the Knight of Cups is someone who, it's an offer of love. It's someone telling you how they feel. And we have the Ace of Pentacles underneath, and that's the outcome here. That's the potential outcome. And the Ace of Pentacles takes root. The Ace of Pentacles grows into something long-term, stable. It's beautiful, grounding energy. I wanted to look at, where's my book? I just had to go grab my book. So yeah, the Knight of Cups is someone who, it's an energy of following your heart no matter what. And I feel that the two of you, no matter what, always follow your heart back to each other. That's what I'm hearing. You always come back to that bridge. You know, I'm feeling, it's just, I've been watching too many spy movies and end of the world movies. But I feel like when the world's ending, you know, the two of you would find that bridge and see if you could be together is what I'm hearing. I know that's really horrible to say, but it's just what I was seeing in my head. Kind of like that song, If the World Was Ending. Do you know what song I mean? Anyway, I don't know who sings it. It's a guy and a girl. You'd come over, right? If the world was ending. Anyway, now I'm just rambling, so I'm going to stop myself. Anyway, my friends, that is your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I plan on doing a longer one soon. But yeah, this is what I have for you today, and I hope it brought you some comfort. Remember, this message is meant to, your higher self guided you here, and it's meant to not feed your delusions. It's meant to keep your vibrations up. Keep your belief in your intuition up. Keep your heart open. Anyway, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. So I'm sending you lots of love, my friend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Tarot of the Divine and this clear quartz, this is going to be a reading about your path forward in love. It is the 1212 portal. It doesn't matter when you find this, it's timeless, but it is the 1212 portal, and the winter solstice is coming. So anyway, it's a powerful time for manifestation, and I was explaining to Pile 1 that sometimes hearing these messages can help us believe in our manifestations. They can help us keep positive. So I thought I'd come on and, you know, shine a little hope on you. Anyway, right away we have strength on the bottom and judgment. Oh my goodness. So it's interesting. Right away I feel the energy of someone trying to gather the strength to come forward and be honest with you or make things right or apologize with the Judgment card. That's, you know, somebody like, oh, I made the wrong call and now I'm scared to come back. Anyway, I do feel like you could be losing hope right now. You could be struggling with your ego. You could be struggling with your pride even. Sometimes when we're in no contact, the more time that goes by, sometimes our pride can take over and we can start to think like, oh, even if they did come back, I wouldn't have them. And that causes resistance. Anyway, Judgment. So I feel like this person's going to come back in here and the ball's going to be in your court is what I'm hearing. We do have the 5 of Wands. So that's what I mean. I feel like this person is conflicted or scared about coming forward. I also feel like if this person listened to their ego and ran from this connection or didn't want to face themselves, you know, didn't want to look in the mirror, so to speak, and chose to push this connection away, a connection that was meant to help them become a stronger person, I feel like they have been experiencing judgment in their life. Because with this 5 of Wands and the 5 of Cups, I feel like the universe said, something's got to change. Like, you didn't make the right choice, so now something's got to change. And what happens, 5s create change. So we see the 5 of Wands, chaos, arguments, conflicts, and we see the 5 of Cups, which is sadness, regret. And again, those types of energies in their life push them to change eventually. So we have this Judgment, this strength. So it should be an interesting reading. So we're just going to give it a shuffle. 8 of Coins. So we have 8s, 2 8s so far. And I feel like maybe you lost yourself in this connection, but also built yourself up in the absence of this connection, if that makes sense. So I feel like this is a connection that kind of tested you with that Strength card, tested your love, because this is about unconditional love. So perhaps this person, you know, really, really tested your patience. Anyway, I just feel like you've grown through this connection with that 8, but it's been challenging. We do see this person. Oh my goodness, I never noticed that. We see this person trying to work on these barbed wire pentacles. They want these pentacles, but it's hurting them to try and invest in them. And I find that really interesting because this card can talk about a connection that you choose to keep working on even though it's hard work. I also have never noticed that there are 6 swans. Those are not geese, they're swans in the background. It's very soulmate, you know? It's very soulmate, divine love kind of energy. Anyway, interesting. It's interesting. I hope you guys are doing well. Ace of Wands, somebody's feeling like taking action, I'm telling you. That was so disappointing. You know what? I just heard for some of you, you could get like a very tiny message. Like a, hey, what's up? And you could be like, oh, that was so disappointing. Look, I've been waiting all that time for that. That's a little better. Oh my gosh. We have the 10 of Cups. Okay, then you be that way. I'm talking to my deck. What? What's happening? Oh my goodness gracious. See, we have the Empress. I'm telling you, I said you could have lost yourself in this connection and built yourself up because of it as well. Mostly when you were out of it, I think. Empress energy, absolutely beautiful. So you could be in Empress energy right now. And there is somebody trying to poke their way in here. I've been feeling it since the beginning of your reading. There's somebody coming forward with an offer. We do have the Eight of Cups. So with that Empress energy, this could have been someone you walked away from. Or with that Judgment card, they could have walked away from you, is what I'm hearing. Anyway, let's look at your oracles. So we have Talk to the Moon, Communicate. We have Truth. We have Leadership. 39. That equals 12. Empress energy. We have 5. Change. It says it right there. It's time for a change. Do not wait or put off decisions any longer. And we saw that Judgment. So this person has hit a moment of judgment, I'm telling you. Where they're about to come in. This Stag leadership is all about taking action. Actually, 3 of these cards are about coming forward with the truth. And the fact that you're in Empress energy shows me it's not you that's supposed to be coming forward with the truth. You're just supposed to sit there and chill, my darling. I know it's easier said than done. But yeah, we have the Empress on the bottom. So I do feel like someone's coming forward to communicate with you. Someone who has, I believe, made the wrong decision and experienced a lot of conflict in their life that caused them to change and transform. Again, with this Stag leadership card, it does talk about having the confidence to come forward and speak your truth. This card talks about needing to speak your truth. I have all of them right here. I think that with the Talk to the Moon, I think right now it's very important for you to rely on your intuition and your spirit guides. I feel like your spirit guides have been communicating with you by sending you signs and synchronicities with that Communicate card. Truth. It talks about speaking from your heart. So this person wants to speak from their heart to you. They want to communicate with you, and they're feeling this urge to come forward. I need to look at this Stag one just to make sure I'm not missing anything relevant. I have to say that I'm really into the numbers, and we have a 3 and a 9 here, 39. And I just keep getting the message that you really elevated and learned how to embody Empress energy and learn your own self-worth through this connection. I believe this connection tested you, pushed you to find your inner strength and your own confidence. Just because we have this 3, which is, to me represents, it always makes me think of the Empress, and embodying that Empress energy where you're confident and you're not chasing. And then the 9 makes me think of evolution of self, of when you are on your own journey, working on yourself, working on your healing, working on your self-confidence, and you start embodying this very confident Empress kind of energy. Anyway, I could talk all day about it. See, this card says, take action. Wait, this card says, take action. This is your time. Step up. So again, this person is feeling urged to communicate with you. It's very obvious here to me that they're wanting to come forward with truth about whatever happened between the two of you. Again, you may get a message and it may seem at first like just a small little offering. But just wait. Just wait and see what happens. Now, I want to look at this card. Talk to the moon. I need like a little recorder that plays the Jeopardy theme, and then I can just play it for you guys while I do this. Do, do, do. Just saying. I could get some music for you guys. All right, keep the channels of communication open. Yes, I knew there was a reason why I needed to go back. There was something that I wasn't quite getting. And what I wanted to say is, if you have this person blocked and you want to hear from them, you can unblock them. You don't have to message them. But this card specifically talks about being open to communication. So again, you may be in a place, perhaps you are in Empress energy, but you're also, maybe you're not as open to hearing this person out. And Spirit's saying, be open to communication. This person wants to communicate some kind of truth with you, and they're feeling the urge to come forward. Pay attention to the signs you're getting. Work on your intuition. Yes. So, your outlook is positive, but you need to communicate with your higher self, with the moon, or with someone. Okay, I'm going to read this to you. Start with the idea of communicating with your higher self. This is the part of you connected to all life everywhere. Learning to connect with this part of you is easy to do. Simply sit quietly and ask your higher self what you need to know about your situation. Request answers. Close your eyes, breathe gently, and see what messages come to you. Have a pen and a piece of paper handy so that you can make notes and then return to your breathing. You can do this exercise under the moon. Go out into the night and sit quietly, asking for answers about your situation. That's interesting. However, it can also suggest that as well as, I don't know how to say that word, divining or divining, I don't know, answers in a magical way, you might also need to talk to someone in real life. So that's what I mean. I do feel like this person is coming in to communicate, and Spirit's saying, can you be open to communication? But yes, that is what I'm seeing here. I will peek at this butterfly. It's time for a change card before we get to the tarot. Just because. Okay, so this is interesting because the power animal for this card is the phoenix. So there's been some kind of transformation, like I said with the butterfly, a transformation where this person is finally ready to come forward. They're finally being guided by the universe to come towards you. They could have been out of tune with their intuition, you know? And sometimes people will say, if they really love me, they'd reach out. That's not true. That's not true. And there could be reasons why they're not reaching out. There's so many reasons that they might not be reaching out. And none of them, well, they're probably not because they don't love you and they don't want to talk to you. Maybe they don't know what to say. Maybe they're not ready to take accountability. Therefore, they're not ready to come in. You know, I always tell people it's what I believe in, but the universe isn't gonna let this person come in if one, you're not ready, and two, they're not ready, because it will just cause another tower moment. And it's when you both have healed and worked on yourselves that the universe, that strength card, that's a test. And it's, especially with the judgment card, I feel like it's a test. So this person's going to communicate, and the universe, spirit, God, whatever you believe in, wants to see, okay, can they communicate now? Can they come together? Can they see eye to eye? And the minute one of you starts getting triggered, you start pulling away again. So anyway, I can't even remember where I was going with that, but whatever. Everything within you is calling out for a change, as is your soul. And that's what I mean. This is your person. I feel like this is your person's energy, that they're feeling the urge to come in and give you truth. It's really interesting how I feel it's their energy. You know, this is about what's coming towards you, or what path, your path forward. And on your path forward, I'm seeing that this person is coming in. I also find it interesting because with the Empress on the bottom and with this it's time for a change card, it could also be that you're listening to your intuition, and although, you know, you're still open to this person, it could be that your intuition is telling you, okay, it's time for a change. It's time to move on. It's time to move forward. It's time to let go. And it could be the fact that the two of you are mirroring each other. I also think it's very symbolic when you make a change in your life, when you stop waiting for someone, because this card says, do not wait. So if you've been waiting for this person, the minute you stop waiting is when they come back. I always say we can wait without waiting. Like, we can keep our heart open without waiting. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure I got everything. Yeah. All right, so let's get into your tarot. So we're going to have a look at the current situation. So we did have the Empress, the Eight of Coins, the Eight of Cups, the Chariot. See? Someone's coming in on their chariot. So we're going to look at the current situation. So the energy around the current situation. What energy is surrounding the current situation? We have the Six of Coins. So this is growth. This is stability. This is growth on both sides. You know, that's why this person is feeling urge to take action towards you. And it's also probably why you're feeling like you're a little bit loss of hope, I'm hearing. With the Six of Coins, I feel like in the past, this person may not have given to you equally. They may have, you know, this is an energy of breadcrumbing, if you resonate with that. You could have had more time and effort to give to this person, and maybe they didn't reciprocate that, or they didn't have enough time, whatever it was. And when that happens, it can't evolve into the Ten of Cups. Like, if you're giving, and they're not giving enough, it can't grow into anything stable. And it becomes imbalanced, and we separate. So you know, maybe the test, I do feel like there is a test coming for the two of you to see if you can reciprocate energy here. And I know you probably were fine at reciprocating energy. It's more so, I believe, a test for your person and also a test for your patience. We do have the Ace of Swords here, so there is clarity coming in. And it's interesting because with that Judgment card, you know, this knot in the background can kind of represent, I heard an explanation of the Judgment card and karma and the knot. And every time you make a wrong decision, that knot gets bigger. We do see this person coming in with truth, with clarity here. Maybe with clarity that you are their 10 of Pentacles, or that, you know, they didn't give enough to this connection. That was bottom of the deck. Let's look at the challenge or obstacle. We have the Page of Coins in reverse, and I would have taken it in reverse anyway, because it's a blockage and an obstacle. But the Page of Coins in reverse is, you know, we saw the Ace of Pentacles in the beginning, and I feel like there needed to be growth here. There needed to be healing. With the Six of Coins, that could represent your person even getting therapy or help from someone, or you. Perhaps couples counseling, I don't know. But with this Page of Coins in the reverse, it does show lack of growth. It shows that I feel like this pentacle never grounded. If you're into plants, kind of what I see is it was planted and began to root, and then it got shaken up and the root got disturbed, and then it had to start all over again, and it kept getting shaken, perhaps with tower moments. You know, this could have also been your person, the Page of Coins, not willing to put enough effort in this for stability. With that Page of Coins, it is unstable, you know? And I just keep feeling like you were trying to plant this garden and they were not helping. See, we have the Four of Coins on the bottom. So the Four of Coins would show me that they're holding back right now. Maybe they have grown and they're just waiting for the right moment to come in, because it's like they're on the edge here, waiting to pop back into your life. It could be that they're worried about, the Page of Coins can be someone who's, you know, can be shy and nervous. So this person could be nervous about coming in, telling you that they've grown. The page is, it's the youngest, you know, it's an immature energy. With the Four of Coins, it shows them holding back right now. Interesting. We have the Nine of Swords, so there is fear here. You know, this could be, I feel them experiencing fear about coming towards you. I feel also fear. I feel like both of you have a hard time letting each other go, and there's fear about that here as well. Maybe you're afraid that you'll never find someone like them. Maybe they're afraid that they'll never be able to, actually, maybe you're both afraid that you'll never be able to let go of each other's energy. Anyway, we see a lot of fear here and anxiety blocking this. For some of you, it could be that your person is already in a situation with the Four of Coins and feels trapped. Is this a vulture or is it a turkey? Please, someone help me. I'm getting vulture vibes. I don't know. Maybe it is a turkey and I'm missing something. But to me, that almost looks like a vulture, and it almost looks like someone who's in a situation that's doomed to end. It's like doomed to end, not in a good way, yet they stay there. So again, for some of you, I am getting that it could be that your person is, you know, in an unhappy connection or marriage, if that resonates. But yes, there is an energy, the blockage of this person not coming forward. And I've seen it in my comment section. People say, I resonate with your reading, but I have no way of knowing what's going on with my person. Yes, you do. Your intuition and spirit saying, listen to your intuition. Your intuition is right. Whatever your head is telling you is wrong. Whatever fear you're experiencing is wrong. Your intuition knows the truth. I want to see advice on how to navigate this challenge. How to navigate this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, we do have the Tower here, and we have the Lovers and the Seven of Swords. So, it's really, I feel like this is saying that part, because this is supposed to be about this energy right here. In the Page of Coins, we see this person who has grown. There's growth there, but they're not, it's like they're afraid to come forward. And I do believe that this person has deceived you in the past. We did see that Strength card. And the Strength and the Eight of Pentacles. And again, I feel for a lot of you, this person deceived you or lied to you or manipulated you or just ran from the connection, whichever one resonates, snuck away. And, you know, your advice is to make a decision. Like, are you going to forgive this person when they come back in, or are you going to choose yourself? With the Tower, I feel like this person made a mess on their way out with that Tower. And I was seeing that Ace of Pentacles that couldn't take root because of Tower moments. So I do feel like this person caused a lot of Tower moments here. And through that, look, you're embodying the Empress here. Anyway, this is pretty powerful energy that I'm seeing here. And I do feel this energy of, are you open to hearing from this person? Because if you're still holding a grudge, if you're still haven't forgiven this person, if you are still heart closed, angry, I don't feel energetically that they can come in because they can feel it. They're picking up on it. I also feel an energy for a lot of you that this person is scared to come in. So Empress energy is especially important for this pile if you want your person to come back in, because as long as you're Queen of Swords, guard up, that's the type of energy that creates resistance, that tells this person it's not time to come in yet. Remember, their higher self is guiding them. They're not... Logical things don't make sense in connections like these, is I guess what I can say. And you will have a choice here. Spirit's saying you're going to have a choice when this person comes in. Do you embrace it? Or does the Tower fall? You know, I feel like this person is coming in changed. I feel they've had a lesson in karma, I'm hearing. Anyway, we do have, see, this is what I mean. We have this Tower, and I feel like you've had Tower moments with this person. But with this Empress, we have the King of Cups coming in. That's someone who's coming in with a declaration of love, an offer of love, wanting to make this right. And we see the Judgment. So they have, and the Devil. See, they had some karmic justice where, again, I believe in the past they gave into fear. And I just see them having a judgment day, having a judgment call in their life. And it's caused them to want to come straight back to this Empress here. I want to see the potential opportunities or possibilities that lie ahead in this path. We have Justice and the Hierophant. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, potential possibility. We have Justice, which is someone, you know, this balancing, someone making this right, you getting your justice, you having an apology. This is about compromising in love. We see the Ace of Swords there. We've kept seeing it. Truth, clarity. And this is about compromising. This is about, you know, the Hierophant shows spiritual lessons. I feel like when this person comes back in, you're gonna think like, oh, my intuition was right. And then you're spiritually going to elevate. The Hierophant is higher level of commitment and marriage. So for those of you who are dealing with somebody with another person, I'm hearing that, you know, perhaps this Justice and the Hierophant could be symbolic of them being able to be free to be in a connection because the other one has ended. Divorce. It's really interesting. I wanted to look at I looked at the bottom of the deck, and right away I heard, you know, you don't see this coming, because in typical Three of Cups, the person looks, you know, I mean, I guess this person is looking at the shiny birds rather than this real one. So this person could have been distracted by shiny things in the past. But anyway, the Four of Cups can sometimes resemble something coming out of nowhere. And the Tower also signifies that. And that's what I was hearing when I looked at the Four of Cups. Perhaps you don't even see this coming. You know, perhaps you hit a point where you did let go. And here comes this cup. This is also about, you know, don't rush into anything. Think about this. Think about the offer. Like, is it a real offer? Are they offering growth? Is it worth it? You know? Anyway, this person is afraid of rejection, I'm hearing. I want to see what is the most likely outcome at the end of this path that you're on here, my friend. Oh my gosh. The Ten of Cups fell into my lap. I'm going to take this because it's there. But this fell into my lap, and that's what we started with. It was like the second card we started with, the Ten of Coins. Ten of Pentacles. This is growth. This is stability. So I do feel like this person is coming in more stable. I also was asking, you know, the outcome of all this, and we do have clarity. We have a breakthrough moment. We have the King of Swords, someone coming in with truth and honesty and clarity, and the High Priestess, which is about you, you know, trusting in that intuition. Perhaps, like I said, I always tell people, when your person comes back in and you feel that rush, you feel that energy, keep in mind that your intuition told you that was coming, and really, really think about that. Really, you know, your intuition is a muscle. Keep working it. Keep trusting in it. Anyway, very nice. Very, very nice. So we have the Hanged Man on the bottom. Oh my gosh, stop. We have Hanged Man on the bottom, and that shows a fresh perspective. So this person is going to come in. You may be wary, High Priestess. You may like not show all your cards at once. You knew they were coming. They come in with clarity. They come in with truth. This is a breakthrough moment, you know? I also feel with that Judgment card that this clarity, this truth kind of slashes through that bad judgment call they made and heals that. I know that's easier said than done to heal those types of things. But I do see you both having a fresh perspective on this. You know, the Hanged Man represents when you need to take a pause, you sacrifice, and pull back. And look, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is an offer of love. Oh my gosh! We have the Six of Cups, which is union and harmony and healing. Oh, soulmate energy. Beautiful. Beautiful after an ending. Beautiful. Pile 2. Beautiful. Anyway, I think it's beautiful. And I can only channel what I channel, so... Anyway, I think that's beautiful. So that's your reading. That's your reading. I don't think I got anything else for the other piles. I think that was it. I think I just left it there as, you know, kind of a shorter reading. But there you go. And I'm sending you lots of love and light, my friends. And I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to our reading. I don't know why I'm so happy. Well, I just shuffled your oracle cards. Maybe that has something to do with it. If you chose pile 3, which is the Orion Animal Tarot, I think, and this Lapis Lazuli ball, this is going to be your reading, all about what's next on your path in love. I wanted to do a reading today because it's a 12/12 portal. It's a very important energy for manifesting, and I believe positive thoughts, high vibrations help us manifest. And I thought, what better way to help you manifest than to sprinkle some hope on you? Pile 2, I think it was shine hope on you. For you, I'm sprinkling it. Anyway, clearly I'm giddy. So we have the Page of Swords. Thank you for being here, pile 3. I appreciate all of my piles. Again, I feel so happy when I'm here. It doesn't even feel like work at all, and that's what I love about it. Anyway, right away we have the Page of Swords on the bottom. So that's interesting, because I'm not sure if you're with your person or not, but this would show that they're trying to learn about you, or trying to communicate with you, or wanting to communicate with you. Or maybe they're just creeping you online. Oh, we have the Knight of Wands. So you could have been dealing in the past with a runner. So someone who was in and out, hot and cold. Seven of Swords, player energy, possibly deceived you, possibly ran from the connection. The Seven of Swords can be sneaking away. It doesn't have to be, you know, it doesn't have to be deceit. It can just be denying your feelings or running away, ghosting someone. But yeah, let's get into it. So before we get into the oracle cards, we're gonna give these a shuffle. I don't know why I'm so happy. Oh my goodness, we have Temperance. Interesting. The balancing of energies. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. It is dark here, but I didn't care. I wanted to do a reading anyway. And thank you so much for the response on my one little lonely reading yesterday. I'm going to do more of those. That way, maybe I can post every day. We have the Star, so hope, determination, healing, love. I just think of when, you know, two people are drawn to each other in that loving energy. Oh my gosh, we have the moon and a bunny. Divine timing. All right. For those of you celebrating Christmas, I hope you're ready. Oh my gosh, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Aladdin could be symbolic. I get major Aladdin vibes from this card. I also get Phoenix because of those phoenix wings that we see there. And I know some beautiful person is going to tell me what the beetle stands for as well. Beetles. Oh, somebody told me. Again, I don't know. It's not coming to me. So we have the Queen of Wands. So it could be that right now you are embodying Queen of Wands energy. Perhaps you're glowing. Perhaps people are telling you how good you look and you could be like, oh, I feel like crap. Why are you saying that? I always felt like when people were telling me that and I felt crappy, it was like, do I really look that bad that you have to lie to me? Anyway, oh my gosh, we have the Emperor. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So something's happening. We see this Emperor on the move. We see this person taking action. Maybe they've already taken action. Why is my mind going there? I just heard maybe they've taken action a few times. Anyway, we do have this Queen of Wands. So this person is being drawn to you. Look at this. Her back is turned. This person's on their way. Knight of Swords. So this is chaser energy. This is when that Knight of Wands, the runner, becomes the chaser. And, you know, it could be that you guys are talking and perhaps you're wondering where it's going. But anyway, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at your oracle cards, and I will kind of touch on what they mean with the books a little, but yeah. So for your first card, we have Moon Dance. Celebration. Gives me very Four of Wands vibes. I also can't help it. I look at this card and I immediately hear we're simply meant to be with Jack and Sally. I just can't. Nightmare Before Christmas. Now you hear it too, don't you? We're simply meant to be. We have openness. Oh my goodness. So this is beautiful energy with this openness. It's about being honest. It's about receiving truth. It's, you know, you two being open to each other. Not in that way. Who's in this pile? I'm hearing lots of weird. Anyway, we have Protection 21, World card energy, a cycle completing itself, completion, growth, this being a protected connection. Where do I want to put you? Maybe right there. And we have the time is right, seize the day and make progress on your soul path. 11. And we have doves. Doves are, you know, a symbol of love and union and harmony. So anyway, right away, I feel like this connection is opening. I feel like something has changed. I don't know if you're talking or if you're still in no contact, but the time is right, Spirit's saying. For a lot of you, I feel like you are talking to this person just because we have completion, 21, we have celebration, we see these two together, we have openness, so I feel like you're both possibly being open with each other right now. You could be like these little two pandas. I wanted to put 2 there today. Anyway, and the 11 is very much, we see her going after her soul path. So perhaps you're already on this journey with this person moving forward. And I don't know, I channel a lot of energy of counterparts. I can't help it. So with that 21 completion card, the growth, the mushrooms, this person kind of in the shadows, this person, animal, this animal in the shadows, I do get a sense that this is someone you went through cycles with, someone who maybe at times you had no idea what was going on with them because you couldn't see them or talk to them. But I feel like both of you have grown through this. You could have even found your soul path because of this connection. And maybe you started working on your soul path and the connection came, or this is what you were working on while you were working through this connection or going through these cycles. Anyway, very beautiful. I'm hearing divine timing is here. It's time. Who says it is time? Rafiki from the Lion King. Interesting. I'm hearing Rafiki from the Lion King. Anyway, Wheel of Fortune, divine timing. I'm channeling Disney apparently today. So before we move on, yes, thank you for the reminder. I'm going to read you this beautiful card. Maybe you run into your person at a wedding. Maybe that's your wedding. There's good news coming. Praise your life, take up dancing, say yes to a party. Interesting. This card brings, oh my gosh, it's on page 60, which is lover's energy. Anyway, the card brings you good news. You will soon have a reason to celebrate. Expect good things and positive developments. Be open to them. And maybe that's what's changing here. Maybe in the past, your heart kind of protected yourself. Maybe you didn't want to believe this could ever turn into anything, or maybe you gave up hope. But here we see you very open to it. Anyway, what do you have to be grateful for now? Be grateful for it now. Do a little dance of gratitude. Stay focused on solutions, not problems. So if you are moving forward with your person, focus on the solutions and not the problems. Instead of getting lost in the problems and the obstacles and, oh, well, we're at a distance, or, oh, well, we're this, or, oh, what else can we throw in there to kind of create an obstacle? Instead of that, focus on the solutions. Focus on taking the obstacles away or working around them. Where was I? Open your heart and be as happy as you can with the way things are now. So I just heard if it's going very slowly, this is protected. Being upbeat about the good things in your life is hugely important when it comes to creating the life you want. It's as though better things come to people who are already buzzing. The essential message of this card is you'll get what you want once you love what you have. Feeling grateful is the key. If you're going through a situation that's tough, so tough that it's hard to be grateful, dig deeper for something you're happy about. Good times are ahead. You have to believe it. And this card is a sign urging you to be more optimistic. You have every reason for optimism. It's really interesting. That's what I mean about the reason I do these readings is to help keep you optimistic about listening to your intuition, because your intuition is a real thing. I know you can't see it and you can't touch it and you can't make logical sense of it, but it's one of the most true things in your life, if not the truest thing in your life. And when you learn how to listen to your intuition and you learn how to connect with your higher self, you are never alone again. This celebration card talks about when you love what you have, that's what you get, whatever. You'll get what you want once you love what you have. And that's like the Nine of Pentacles energy. It's about being completely content with you and not needing anything else. It's when you don't want for anything, that's when, like when you feel grateful for everything you have and you think like, I'll be okay if I never get that. Like, I'll be okay. My life is good. That's when you get the things you want. And that's why positive thinking, gratitude, all of those things that I used to say were a bunch of baloney and like, don't tell me that. They actually do work. Those cliche sayings, affirmations, manifestations, they actually work. I don't know why everybody isn't doing it, seriously. Shh, don't tell them. Anyway, I already read it. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Now, the protection one. I do want to read you that one. I'll believe for you. You are enough just as you are. And that's what that card talks about. Being completely happy with who you are, what you have, longing for nothing, being open to anything is when you get what you want, if that makes sense. And I know that sounds really complicated. It is. It's a very complicated energy to strive towards. You are enough just as you are, no matter what has happened or occurred in the past. The truth is that you are absolutely and unconditionally enough as you are. You are loved. You are cherished. Do not be concerned about outside forces and the judgment of others. You are protected in your own energy field. It's interesting because I was hearing that perhaps sometimes there are people who, tell you that you're crazy or tell you that it's silly to believe in tarot or silly to believe in manifestations. Those people are actually operating from their lower self. Do you know how long it took me to realize that your lower self was the opposite of your higher self? Anyway, it took me so long to realize that. I was like, lower self, what does that mean? Anyway, so yeah, people operating from their lower selves. And we have 11. Ooh, so your sign for the next 21 days, a swan. I don't have my swan here or I'd show it to you. And the number 11 is very important. Destiny is smiling upon you and your soul path is free of obstacles, tests, and challenges. Take advantage of this to make some great progress now. Ask yourself what you really want. What will this open road, free of complications and so full of energy and creativity, bring you? What issue is important right now? Focus on it and open yourself to the divine forces and wisdom that will now flow to you. Be open to your intuition. The time has come to address a particular issue. Do not waste it, but instead use this light that is now within you for this one key mission. Put everything else to one side for a time and focus solely on this project. Become the creator of your life and this world. You will exert a powerful attraction on other entities during this phase. Do not miss out on the opportunity to make new, effortless, loving bonds with people, animals, the spirit of plants, natural beings, and spiritual entities. Go with the flow of destiny's vibrations so that... Oh my gosh. Go with the flow of destiny's vibrations that are so favorable for you right now. Seize this opportunity with an open heart and your dreams will come true. Anyway, open heart, openness, huge here. being open to receive. Very beautiful. Anyway, so yeah, we already shuffled. We have Wheel of Fortune on the bottom, Queen of Wands, going after your dream, Queen of Wands, finding your soul path, and the Emperor. So let's look at the current situation or energy surrounding your current situation. We have the Eight of Wands. Okay, see, this is, I feel like some of you are already moving forward. That card, this one was on page 52, which is Chariot energy. Anyway, this is showing communication. This is showing that you guys are either talking right now or the energy is gaining momentum for communication. With the Judgment card, I do feel like this is... The Judgment card is an awakening. It's, you know, perhaps this person taking accountability, perhaps this person offering, you know, offering to release this past version of themselves. We did see the Seven of Swords, so they could have deceived you in the past or hurt you. And we do see, I believe, both of you kind of offering your old ways back to the universe. I'm feeling called to, very strange, I'm feeling called to read you something out of a completely different tarot deck book. Hang on, there it is. Judgment. This is the energy surrounding your current... Oh my. Judgment. Renewal, awakening, resurrection, spiritual metamorphosis, stepping into your higher self. I feel called to read this to you. It's from a different deck. It's from that deck, Sufi Tarot. But I'm going to mispronounce some of these words, so I apologize. Mizan, known as Judgment in traditional tarot, has also been called liberation, since it refers to rising above and out of one's old life. Although Mizan alludes to the balancing that is believed to happen on the Day of Judgment, for the Sufis, every day is a day of judgment and every moment a chance to resurrect. Rebirth takes place each time we are inspired enough to want to transform our old ways of being. In our card, this inspiration is represented by the vibration of music as it stirs the stagnant, tightly wound pods of the cocoons until they transform into butterflies. And the muse is none other than the divine feminine, breathing a gentle breath of compassion into the ney, the Turkish reed flute. When this card appears for you, you are being told it's never too late. Every breath is a chance to start anew. Self-reflection has brought you to this stage. If something moves your soul, allow it into your heart and let it flow through your being like waves of the air. Let the reverberations of sound heal and liberate you. Believe in divine timing. Things will be disclosed and happen when they are meant to happen. No one's heart deserves to be closed like a cocoon. It is a time of awakening, a time of when the old way of being gives way to the new. It is okay to leave the old and familiar and venture out of your cocoon. You are ready to transform into that butterfly. And I feel like right now, the two of you, for a lot of you, I do feel like you are already communicating because we see this. That was on page 43, Chariot energy. So I feel forward movement. I do feel completion. Hang on, I want to find you that card so that you can see what I was talking about. I just wanted to say, I didn't say this in the other piles, but a big thank you to all of you who have taken the time to congratulate me on this being my job now, I couldn't have done it without any of you. And if I talk about it too much, I'll probably cry, but thank you. So this is the card that I was just reading about, the Judgment card. But this is, you know, I feel this is symbolic of the two of you moving forward, shedding these past versions of yourself. So, 8 of Wands. So that's communication, that's forward movement. We do have this Judgment. I just explained what that means. So let's keep going. We're going to look at what the challenge is or obstacle you're facing right now on this journey. Ooh, we have the Lovers and the Tower. So this is what I mean. I feel like right now you are talking, you're moving forward. Perhaps you're very happy that they're back in your life, or perhaps they're just about to pop back into your life. With this Lovers, look at how cute it is. I love this one. With this Lovers, it shows that I believe right now you guys are trying to make this work. You're making an effort to move forward. You're both giving into this connection. You're open to this connection, whatever this connection means to you. Look at the similarities. Look, they're holding hands. They're holding hands. Or something. Maybe not hands. They're dancing, but you know what I mean. They're dancing. I do see the Tower on the bottom, so that makes me feel like the two of you are trying to build a foundation here. You're trying. You're making an attempt at building a foundation. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'll get to it in a minute. With the Tower, it could be that you guys are still trying to find your footing. There could be moments where there's Tower moments and fights happen. I will say the best thing you can do, I am going to get advice, but the best thing you can do when there's a Tower moment, when there's a fight, when there's conflict, is 4 of Swords. Like, take your energy back and reflect about it before you react. Have clarity. Let it sit. I am the worst person for it. I will read a message and I will immediately have a reaction. And what's really sad is most of the time I'm misinterpreting the message. But anyway, when you feel that foundation starting to shake, pull your energy back. Think about why you're having a reaction to your person's behavior. I do feel like perhaps with the Lovers and the Tower, it could be that it is, an unshaky foundation right now that needs more time, more patience, more stability. And I tell people when they get in this energy where they're moving forward with their person and they're wondering, like, why is it taking so long? Why is it so slow? I tell them, just remember, like a month ago, you weren't talking to them. So just remember that. Slow and steady, build that solid foundation. When you need to, pull your energy back and think about things to avoid these towers. We do have the Fool. So, it could be, I'm hearing, that part of the blockage could be that this new beginning can't happen because, this is interesting, perhaps with the Fool and the Tower, I do feel like there could be, what am I trying to say? I feel like there may be fear about this new beginning because you don't have a strong foundation, or I just feel like there's something very symbolic about not letting this Tower destroy everything you've worked for, destroy this new beginning. Anyway, I'm going to get a card of advice for that. It could be that you guys, I'm hearing with the Dance and the Lovers, I'm hearing, there's a card I have where you guys are learning how to dance together. You're learning how to build this tower. It could be that as you kind of fumble your way through forward on this path, that you still trigger each other, and there are still moments where this tower kind of looms over this new beginning. What was I just gonna say? I have a card. I'm hearing a card in my head about a delicate dance, but I have no idea. I have no idea. I know what deck it's from, but I have no idea what card it is, so I'll probably never find it. Anyway, I don't really want to look for it this whole time. Well, I actually just I paused it and went through that entire book. And I have no idea what card I was hearing. So, but anyway, it's delicate dance. It's learning how to dance together, you know? Anyway, let's continue on. So I want to see advice for this. Okay, so I was picking up on that blockage that it could be things from the past that are blocking this, wounds from the past, especially with that Seven of Swords. On the bottom, we do have the Magician, and I feel like there is some fear about you perhaps worrying that this person, you know, the Magician can be someone who's manipulative. Perhaps in the past, they did manipulate you. What's interesting is that we have the World and we have Death. So we have the World energy twice, showing that there's been healing here, there's been completion. I think it's very interesting. This was the only pile that I pointed out the two pandas. I didn't call them out in any other pile. We have two doves here. We have these two people. We have the two seahorses. We have these two. We have these two. It's, anyway, it's very beautiful. And a fresh start here, a rebirth, you know, not carrying those grudges from the past forward once you've healed them. The world shows me that cycles have completed here if you're worried about that. What an interesting image with that death. What a very interesting image. It's almost mirroring. Anyway, this card reminds me of one of my moon cards about communicating with someone. Anyway, with the Death card, that's Spirit's way of saying, you know, this is a rebirth. This is a fresh start. This is a chance to manifest this. Like with the Magician, this is your manifestations coming in. I do feel a strong, I was feeling it with this energy, but I'm feeling a very strong message of not letting past patterns creep up again. And that includes you. That's why I was saying, instead of reacting, instead of repeating patterns where, you know, maybe if this person was standoffish, you would react. Maybe if this person said something that triggered you, you would react. Perhaps same for this person. Perhaps when you talk to them about something, they would react. This is a reminder to, you know, even though these cycles are being shed, they always come back up again in small little ways that can trigger us again. So just, you know, not repeating that. I'm hearing not repeating past, I don't want to say mistakes, but not repeating past patterns that, you know, you worked on healing from. You worked on healing with yourself. You could have been someone who in the beginning of this connection was very clingy, was very, you know, I'm going to attach to you, I'm going to chase you. And I think now you're coming in more confident. You're coming in open to this, more healed. And remember, I'm hearing, remember who you are, Simba. Jeez, Louise, what is with this pile in the Disney movies? Like Bambi, come on. Anyway, Spirit's saying, remember how much you've changed and how much you've grown. Not repeating these past cycles that you're trying to put an end to is huge here. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry for sneezing. I'm still working on my apologies to myself. It's really interesting because when I saw this, I started seeing this card, and it does, the symbol, the thing that I was thinking about, it does say the person you are inquiring about is a soulmate, and that's what I wanted to look up. So anyway, cool. All right. So I wanted, before I get this next question, I want to look up one more thing for you before I move on. So the Death card does symbolize changes in relationships. So again, it could be different. It could seem very different because you both have changed. And it doesn't mean that that tower is going to happen. You know, it may take you guys some time to start reconnecting, to start learning how to dance together again, how to flow together again. We do have feeling loved and grateful, fulfilling romantic life. So there is this energy of remember how you felt when they weren't around. Just, you know, I just mean if they start showing old signs and you're tempted to like knock that tower down, just remember everything you've been through. Remember how much you've changed. Remember how it felt when it ended and you were not in contact. You know, remember how fulfilled you feel when they are around you. Anyway, you guys could be at a distance with that World card, and it could, you know, it could help to, especially if you're at a distance, it could help to try and arrange to see each other more with that World card to kind of close that gap. Because it is hard when you're at a distance to connect, because you can't be in the physical. You can't, you know, oh, you're sad, let me touch your hand and make you feel better, let me rub you on the back. You know, it's through text or it's on the phone. It's hard to connect. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Runaway Bride, but when he's talking about her keeping eye contact with her and the eye contact is broken and like she runs in the other direction, it's hard to connect at a distance. So perhaps trying to bridge that gap, trying to make an effort to see each other more. I know it's hard with, you know, planes and all of that, money, but that is something that I'm seeing there. Anyway, I want to go on to the next one, which is potential opportunities or possibilities that lie ahead for the two of you. We have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is about self-improvement. So I feel like the two of you, first of all, this card can represent love requiring patience, love requiring hard work, love that isn't easy. So it could be that you do have more moments where you feel triggered in the future, but that, you know, this card is about not giving up. This is about fighting for this connection, and I believe you both keep fighting for it. I believe that, I just feel like you guys always come back around no matter what. This, you know, you always orbit each other's energy here. You always find a way back to each other. And this Nine of Wands is symbolic of the two of you continuing to fight for this. This is also about hope and determination. So don't give up hope here. Don't overthink it, is what I'm hearing. I want to get one more for that one. Possibilities, positive aspects that we see coming here. We have the High Priestess. So this is interesting because to me, this is showing that you have the opportunity to heighten your intuition and your own awareness through this connection. And perhaps, I was going to mention it, I never got back to it, with this card here, the time is right, seize the day and make progress on your soul path. For some of you, you could resonate with wanting to be a light worker, or you could resonate with wanting to be a high priestess. And I feel through this journey, through growing through this connection, through self-improvement, Nine of Wands, that you are able to embody this high priestess energy. You know, I feel like you have, I feel like your intuition heightens because of this connection, and you also start embodying patience, which I know is tricky for a lot of us. So perhaps you really struggled with patience there. One of my twin flame cards, one of these ones, says that this journey is teaching us one of the most important lessons, patience. So perhaps you're someone who in the past hasn't had much patience for this connection or for most things in life, like me. And in the near future, even when things seem hard, you have this inner knowing that this is your path. This is where you're meant to be. This is protected. This is your soul path. And you start embodying that very knowing, intuitive energy where it makes it easier not to give in to fear. It makes it easier not to overthink when you trust your intuition. Actually, you could with this energy in the High Priestess, I'm hearing that your relationship with your higher self could become much stronger. I can't remember which pile it was now that I said it, but your life is a lot less lonely when you make friends with your higher self, because you always have your higher self. So perhaps in the future oh my goodness, in the future you have more confidence in this connection to trust your intuition, is what I'm hearing. The Hanged One also shows a fresh perspective. So this is confirming that you'll have a fresh perspective of this person. Anyway, this Hanged Man. Hanged One. It's a little birdie. It does say love can't be rushed. That's what I mean. So here we have love can't be rushed, taking your time, gaining a new perspective, learning patience, while still moving forward. Perhaps this person I'm hearing for some of you, perhaps they came back in at one point and said, oh, let's just see how things go. We could be friends. And perhaps at that time you were like out of patience and you were like, no, I don't want another friend. Get away from me. Anyway, that's just for some of you. I want to see what the potential outcome is here on this path, or the overall direction you're heading with this person. Interesting. The moon wanted to come out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The moon wanted to come out, but it didn't. We have the Empress. So that's what I mean. You're on your way to really being in your power. For some of you, this can symbolize having a baby with this person. If you want that, if you're open to that. This is fertility and abundance. It's nurturing, so a very nurturing connection. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. So this happening in divine timing, this being a fated connection. There's a lot of major arcana here, which is very powerful energy. The wheel, the wheel. Relationship changes, navigating changes with partner, making adjustments. So I feel that's what I... Well, it stopped recording, but I caught it after only 2 cards. So I had just asked, it cut me off. I had just asked what the potential outcome of this path is. And I had the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune come out. And anyway, so I'll just go back. So with the Empress, we see this, you know, this connection, you embodying Empress energy, you growing. This is a very fertile, abundant energy. And I feel because you're coming from a more grounded place, you're being more patient, your person is changing, that you're both nurturing it. And I was saying that this could represent the fact that you have a baby with this person, or perhaps perhaps in the future you have a baby with this person. Maybe you already do have a baby with them. And that doesn't have to be for all of you, because I know not everybody wants to be a parent. But for those of you who are looking at being a parent, we do have this beautiful Empress energy here. I also wanted to point out that we started the reading with the Emperor on the bottom. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is it's about forward movement. It's about divine timing. It's about destiny. You know, the whole theme of this reading was the time is now. This talks about relationship changes. So those things that didn't work in the past, when we keep repeating those cycles, this wheel stops until we learn a lesson, and then it moves again. So this Wheel of Fortune symbolizes the fact that, you know, you're both making changes in this relationship, and therefore the Tower is built stronger this time, is what I'm hearing. With the Empress, we do have a sensual, committed relationship. Interesting. Interesting. On the bottom, we have Temperance, which is absolutely beautiful because that's balance, that's patience, that's, you know, that's the balancing of, if you resonate with it, the feminine and masculine energies, not just within a connection, because it does represent the balance of divine feminine and divine masculine energies, but it also represents our own energy balancing. Oh my, it does say patience. Like, I believe that both of you learn patience from this. And on the bottom of the deck, oh my gosh, we have Temperance. So this coming into balance. Look at these major arcana cards. It's amazing. And we have the Four of Wands. So marriage, union. I was feeling union with this group specifically, like it's time for union. I do feel like for a lot of you, you've been heading towards union slowly. But like, look at this, the Star. You always find your way back to each other. You're my true north, or whatever the expression is. And interesting. Four of Wands. I almost thought that was a wishbone, but it's not. The Ten of Wands is learning how to lean on each other so that, you know, you're not overwhelmed, so that somebody isn't carrying all the weight. It's about sharing your burdens with your partner. So I do see you both healing from this. Perhaps sometimes with this jellyfish you still get stung. That's what I mean. But you learn that it's not every moment you get stung doesn't have to be a tower moment. And I feel like this person learns not to sting you so much. They heal that, whatever that means to you. But yeah, 4 of Wands for your likely outcome of this chosen path. So for those of you who are not open to a past person, you don't have to take this path. Anyway, my beautiful people, that was what I saw for you today, and I was going to end it there. So I hope that resonated. I'll be back soon with a longer reading, and until then, I am sending you lots of love and light. Remember, positive thinking. Today is a powerful day for manifesting, and you can achieve anything you believe in. I know it sounds cliche, but it's totally true. Anyway, I'm sending you lots of love, my friends, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.